Hey folks, Nas here. I've got another tips and tricks guide for you for Medieval Dynasty. So in this particular guide, I'm going to show you how to get probably one of the better starts of the game. So you're going to have equipment, you're going to have inventory space, you're going to have decent weapon and some ammo. And so what I've done is I have started a brand new game. It's not a custom game. I just literally came in, I hit new and hit start. I probably did that about 10 times till I found this particular setup. Now, the main thing that we're looking for are camps, so like the little abandoned bandit camps. Because when you first start the game, even if you have bandits enabled, they're not going to be there right away. I want to say it takes a couple of years for the bandits to be available. But anyway, I'm going to take you through some of the safest routes to get to these particular locations, show you where to buy certain items, and get you all set up, and then have a little bit of coin left over at the end to get you a decent start. So let's get into this. Now, when you first load into the game, as we're in the loading screen right now, when you first load into the game, you want to turn to your left before you move and look to see if there's a cart at the starting location. So the cart will be right there where my circle is, my little dot. This game did not have a cart, and it's still a very decent setup. But if you have a cart right there, there's two items in there. There's going to be a copper sickle and a straw hat. I think it'll get you like an extra 100 coin or something. But I'm going to run through this, and I'm probably going to kind of speed up some of the running process. But you can see in the bottom left corner, my stamina is going down. This is not a custom game. I literally hit start. Matter of fact, I believe bandits are even turned off by default. But you can run down through here. And we are going to be going over to the triple waterfall that is east of Gostovia. Now, there's a cart here that's got potions in it. I'm going to leave them alone right now because we're making a mad dash to the triple waterfall. And I'll open the map real quick. We're going right here. That's the first place you want to go because this is going to be, I believe, the largest, closest camp. And if it's not there, you run straight there. If it's not there, restart the game. Because this is the main thing that we're wanting is that camp. So let me head over there and I'll be right back. Now you can see here, you can get to this point, you can see the camp. You can see the little tents and everything over there. So once you reach that little point right there, where you top that crest, if you don't see the camp, go ahead and restart the game. That way you're not wasting any extra time. Because even if the cart is spawned here, because this cart can spawn here separately from the camp. So then what you do, if your camp is here, obviously you want to pick up all of the items, like that knife and that malvasa. You want to, now I would not pick up the firewood, but definitely pick up the items like the axe and the torch. Let's see, there's a straw hat inside this tent here. You've got arrows on the ground here, iron arrows. Now those you're going to keep. You're not going to sell those. Most of these other items you're going to sell. And I'll go through those in a little bit. You got a recurve bow that's right here, a bucket. You can open these bags and take this stuff here. The sacks. Don't take the rot. You don't have to take the rot because you can't do anything with it anyway right now until you get a barn. And there's only 4, and you need 10 to turn that rot into fertilizer, and you can't sell it for anything. So I would leave the rot right now. Now, granted, later on, if you come across these, definitely pick up the rot because, it can be helpful later on. Now, there's a little coin pouch in this tent, and we're kind of taking a look around a little bit, make sure that we didn't miss anything. You want to kind of hit these pretty quickly and then move on. Alrighty, so it looks like, oh yeah, there's some noble boots right here. So let me go. I'm actually going to go run through Gostovia because there's nothing else on this side of the map for me to pick up in this game. We'll run up here and talk to, I believe this is Sobomir. Yeah, talk to Sobomir real quick.
Whatever you need,
Show me your wares. Now you can see there's bronze axe. Now we got this axe from the camp. So I'm selling the bronze axe. Now you can keep the bucket if you want to, or you can try and steal one later or try and make one later or whatever. I'm going to sell the bucket for now. I'm also going to sell the flour. It gets us 22.5 coins. I'm going to sell the fur. I'm keeping the iron arrows. The leather, you can make that into the small pouch or the small bag. Now this Malvasia is 500 coins. So by all means, I'm going to sell it. The noble boots, 210 coins. We're keeping the recurve bow. This is going to be our weapon of choice right now. The straw hat, I'm going to sell it. Now we can make torches. Now granted, I personally don't use torches a great deal in the game, even though I work through the night most of the time. I usually go through and go into my settings and I increase the brightness. As you may have seen me do in a couple of videos, I increase the brightness so I can see better at night. Granted, it washes the screen out a little bit, but I also go through during editing and will lighten videos as well for you, for your viewing on YouTube. So I'm personally going to sell the higher quality torch because it gives you 14. Right now it's at 14.6 coin. Now the water skin, we're going to keep the water skin because there are quests in the game that require you to have a water skin with water in it. So I would suggest keeping the water skin. Now we're at 9.30 kilograms weight, and we've got a little over 1,000 coins. This is what you want right off the bat, and I'll show you why in just a little bit. But now, so we've got all our original food because you start the game with the oat rolls and the dried meat and the apple. So we have that. What you're going to do is you're going to head to this creek, and we're going to go up this creek and head into Branica real quick. Don't forget to drink, eat if you need to. Now granted, I usually wait quite a long time before I even eat. Matter of fact, I've done this run on multiple saves several times, and I typically don't even eat the first day, or at least until the evening. Now, as you can see here, we got to the top of the creek. We're at the cave right here. You can see that we have copper ore and salt and iron, some more salt. Pick up all of these items except the stone, and then you can run over here to the cave. You can see that there's a barrel at the cave, and there's some items there you can pick up. Now, I am going to sell all of these items because we're right here at Branica. Now, there's an iron in there, but I spent way too much time trying to get it, so I'll come back and get it later. But there's a stone pickaxe. I went ahead and picked that up as well. That way we can sell it. And then we're going to head right over here to Branica and talk to the vendor over here, specifically Lubomira. Now, I go to this particular village all the time because it's the safest to go to. Once you start trying to go over to Denica, unless you're building that direction, Denica, you run into boar and wolves and things like that on the way over there. So that's why I come to this one. Show me your wares.
Whatever you need, I've got it.
So now we're up to 1,697 coins, 97.3 coins. Now, while you're talking to Lubomira, you want to look for the large pouch, and you want to buy one of those. And then you're going to look for the simple large backpack, and you're going to buy one of those. So now we've gotten the large pouch, which adds 10 kilogram, and we have the simple large backpack, which adds 20 kilogram. Now we're going to get out of here. Thank you, Miss Lubomira. We're going to go into inventory. We want to equip the arrows, which you could have done that earlier. I didn't do it. Again, just kind of showing you it's a safe trip over here. You're not really running into anything you got to kill. We're going to equip the recurve bow. I like to put those in 3. The iron knife, I usually like to put that in 8. Let's see, we've got, where's the backpack? Simple large backpack. We're going to equip that. So now we have 65 kilogram weight limit. We've currently got 10.8 on us. Now, what we want to do, we're actually going to head to Tukey. You can grab the bow, some stone arrows, and some leather out of that hunting lodge. So we're going to head over there and get that. As you're running through here, again, I'll show you where I'm at. I'm literally just, west of Branica. So sometimes here or here will be a cart. Now in this game, I did not have that. Alrighty, so we're just going to run right in here. Sometimes when you get over here, you may see Raymoon coming out here. You can usually get here before he does, because he does come to this hut now. Get those items out of that chest. Then what we're going to do is we are literally going to run back down this road here like that. We're going to come back over into this area here, and I'll show you why. Alrighty, so now at the bridge, you can make a left and head down this little shoreline. And as you can see, shortly from that bridge, you can almost see the bridge, there's another camp. Now this one here is a pretty decent sized camp again. You got fishing spears, you got the simple torch, we got the barrel with food in it. If you need extra food, you can keep the food. We've got a barrel here with a poison and a torch. We got the sack with a bronze knife. We've got, salted fish meat, and salt. Trying to pick that stuff up quickly. Again, you want to go through these pretty quick. There's another fishing spear. There's 3 more iron arrows right there. So you're going to have 8 iron arrows in total. There's an iron axe. There's a firewood. I'm not picking up the firewood. There's a cudgel. Let's see. Was there anything in this tent here? No. We've got another bucket here. Now, granted, if you want, you can keep this bucket for, drinking purposes. There's some more dried fish meat. There is stuff in this sack. The plates and the cups and stuff, I think they only sell for 1 or 2 coins or something. They're not very good for selling. Alrighty, I think that's it. I thought there was another bow over here, but I am not seeing it right now. But anyway, what we're going to do, as you can see where we're at, right there, we're going to continue heading down this shoreline right here. And we have another camp right here. So you've got, looks like they went and got drunk here because there's a lot of beer and wine or oat ale and stuff. There's one inside the tent there, but it's really hard for me to grab that, so I'm not going to spend any time on it. We'll grab the beer bottle. We're going to leave the firewood that's sitting there. We'll grab that mead. There's some inside this tent. There is a potion of sobriety. Double checking, make sure we got everything. There's a beer bottle on the ground there. As you can see, the sun is going down a little bit. So now, what we're going to do is we're from this particular camp right here, we're going to head across, and we're going to check that island for the little rock pile with the coin under it. Alrighty, so right next to this tree here is going to be an iron shovel. You'll remove 1 stone, and there's 150 coin. Now from here, we're going to head straight across, and there's a creek right straight across. We're going to follow that creek up just a little bit. So at this little crossing here, we're going to kind of go back to the left a little bit. And then right up here is another camp. You can see there's the road there. We're going to hit this camp here. Now, if you've noticed, I haven't run into anything. Oh, here's the bow I was thinking about earlier. We haven't run into anything that wanted to eat our face. We've got some bronze arrows. Now, you can either keep these or sell them. It doesn't matter. Iron axe. And double check inside the tents. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, wait. Oh, sleep. Yep, I know. Got some leather. There's a copper knife inside that tent. Fur and leather again. Alrighty. So now from here, because we have our bow and we can equip it with the arrow, what you want to do, get my bearings real quick. We're going to be going roughly right here. Now there sometimes is a camp down in here, but in this particular map, it wasn't there. So I'm going to head over here. Now granted, if you're cutting across, there are boar in this area. If you don't want to take a chance on having to deal with the boar, now granted, you do have the bow and arrow, you can shoot them, you can kill them, then you can follow the roadway and come up this way. Matter of fact, I'll go that way because it's the longest trip, and that way you can see how much time it is taking through the day to do that. And then right here at the top of the hill, we've got another cart. It's going to have some flax. Or the flax stalk, I should say. And then right there is a bronze sickle. It's laying on that piece of wood. It's kind of hard to see. Even in the bright daylight, it's hard to see. Alrighty, so now from here, you can literally make a beeline straight to Gostovia. You don't have to follow the road or anything. There is literally nothing that's going to try and eat your face as you're running through here. And that way you can sell all of these items that you're wanting to sell. But now we're back at Gostovia. And we can get a vendor. Now, if you get back to Gostovia, I'm going to open her thing so it doesn't get any later.
Be welcome, stranger.
Yes, be welcome. Now, if you get back to Gostovia, sometimes the special gift vendor may be in Gostovia sitting in the tavern. So even if you get back after everybody went to bed, the special vendor stays up all night. He just sits in the tavern. He doesn't have a house to go to bed. So if the special vendor is there, even after hours, you can come back and you can sell all of your stuff. So there we go. We have sold everything. We've hit all of the camps in this particular game save. Now the main one that we wanted to hit was that by the triple waterfall. That gets you enough coin to where you can go straight to Branica and buy the bag, the extra bag space from Lubomira. That's the whole key thing. It also gets you a recurve bow, which as you can see has 45 damage as opposed to a regular bow of 35 damage. And then it also gives you the iron arrows, which are 55 damage, as opposed to the stone arrows only giving you 25 damage. So you're doing quite a ton of damage day one, period. And you'll notice that we didn't run into any animals that we had to deal with in that route. So that's probably the safest and quickest route to get you some coins. And then if you have the other camps in your game save, like I had in mine, I've got 2,900 coin and I've got my extra bag space. I didn't have to buy any ammo. I didn't have to buy any weapon or anything. I've got iron axe, iron arrows. So this iron axe is going to last you for quite a bit while you're chopping down trees and stuff, building your first village. You've got a bucket that you can use for 10 servings of water. You've got a water skin. Obviously, it's 4 servings of water, but the water skin is for the quests because there are quests that come up, side quests, to where the people want a drink of water, but you have to give it to them from a water skin. And then you got food and you have potions. And as you noticed, I didn't eat. I still have the original 5 apples and the original 2 oat rolls from when I started the game. And I'm not sure that I even took a drink. Farewell.
Have a good day.
Now, granted, you can see that my hunger and my thirst are very low, but we've gone through the entire day, and I didn't need to eat during that entire process. Now, what I do want to see, and I did not test this because nobody's gone to bed yet, you can come back and you can spend the evening talking with Unigost to start your quest line. And then he's going to have you going and picking up sticks and stones and making certain little things for the first couple of quests and stuff and building your first house. And you can do a lot of that stuff right outside Gostovia here and not have to worry about any animals in the dark. But anyway, there we go. That gets you a damn good start on the game. Hopefully this helps you. If it does, definitely hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. That way you're and hit that notification bell. That way you're notified each time I put out a video. Make sure to go and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook and Twitter, Reddit, Discord. But anyway, folks, again, I hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you in the next one. You take care, and happy hunting.